What's up guys, Shane Starnes here, and we've got the Pixel 6 Pro and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Google's finally getting away from reliance on Qualcomm with their all-new Tensor chip. Now the Tensor chip is all about AI and machine learning. How does it stack up when it comes to day-to-day performance with the A15 Bionic in the iPhone 13 Pro Max? The Google Tensor chip is built on the 5nm process, just like the A15 Bionic. The Tensor chip has 2 high-performance cores, 2 medium performance cores, and 4 high efficiency cores. It also has a 20-core GPU. The Tensor chip is 80% faster than the Pixel 5, and the GPU is 370% faster than the Pixel 5. All right, so as mentioned earlier, the A15 Bionic on the iPhone 13 Pro Max is also built on the 5nm process. It includes 6 cores with 6 threads, and it does include a 5-core GPU. So how do these compare when it comes to actual performance? We're going to do a bit of a speed test on these phones. All right, so first up, we're going to do a power up test. We're going to power up both phones and see which one powers on the fastest. I will say that I've been using the Google Pixel 6 Pro for about a week now, and it is incredibly fast. So I can't notice on a day-to-day basis, I can't notice the difference between this and my previous phone, which was the Galaxy Z Fold 3. As you guys saw there, the Pixel 6 Pro is booted and ready to use. We're still waiting on the iPhone, which just came up. So the Pixel 6 Pro won on the boot up test. Let's go ahead and we'll do like an unlock test real quick. All right, so the Pixel 6 Pro has a fingerprint scanner. It does not have Face ID. The only way to get into this phone is going to be like some sort of pin or your fingerprint. So we'll go ahead and test out the fingerprint real quick and see how fast it is. All right, you guys saw there, not as fast as like the Galaxy S21 Ultra, which has that ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, but it's still pretty fast. So like with the Galaxy S21 Ultra, I could just rest my finger and it unlocks. Here I've got to actually press and hold a little longer to unlock. All right, next up we'll try a face unlock on the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and as you can see, it's instant on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The Pixel 6 Pro, even though it's a little bit slower on the fingerprint scanner, where it stands out is that it actually gives you a method other than face unlock. In an era where everyone's wearing face masks all the time, it is actually more convenient to have that fingerprint scanner. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and clear out all applications on both phones, and we'll just kind of do like a speed test for app launching on the phones to see which one can launch applications faster, because really that's what you're going to be doing with your phone all day. You're going to be launching applications. So we're going to start out with some stock applications. These are super light and neither phone should have any issues opening these stock applications. We'll start out with the Google Calendar in 3, 2, 1. All right, it looks like the iPhone 13 Pro Max was a little bit quicker with the calendar. Next up, we'll launch the camera in 3, 2, 1. And the iPhone was ready a little bit quicker there. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture on both of these. Whoop. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a picture real quick. 3, 2, 1. All right, both of those took pictures easily, and they're both processed and ready to go. All right, next up, we'll launch the calendar in 3, 2, 1. And I think that the animation speed on the Pixel 6 Pro is a little bit slower. We'll try that again. 3, 2, 1. And they're pretty much neck and neck. This one appears to be a little bit slower because of the animation speed, it seems like. All right, next up we'll launch Facebook in 3, 2, 1. All right, those were pretty much dead even. I think the iPhone was slightly faster. Next up we'll do Twitter in 3, 2, 1. All right, it looks like slightly faster on the iPhone. I'm seeing a trend here. 3, 2, 1 for Instagram. Instagram was faster on the Pixel 6 Pro. We'll go TikTok in 3, 2, 1. And a little bit faster on the Pixel 6 Pro. Next up, we'll do Netflix. This is a little bit larger of an application, so it may take a little bit more time or be an actual test for these phones. In 3, 2, 1. And it looks like it's ready to go already. Much quicker on the Pixel 6 Pro, but it didn't have that intro animation. Let's see here. YouTube in 3, 2, 1. And it was actually ready to go first on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The Pixel 6 Pro was not far behind. Subway Surfer in 3, 2, 1. All right. It looks like these are pretty much neck and neck. I missed that. This one might have been half a second faster than the Pixel 6 Pro. All right. It looked like the Pixel 6 Pro started to launch it faster, and then the iPhone 13 Pro Max caught up with it. All right, let's go with Mario Run in 3, 2, 1. And iPhone 13 Pro Max was actually ready to go faster than the Pixel 6 Pro on that occasion. All right, and then the largest of the game files here is going to be this Need for Speed No Limit in 3, 2, 1. All right, so I'm really interested to see this one here because this usually takes a good little bit on both phones. I've actually played both phones and they both do an awesome job with gaming, so there's no lag or stutter when playing on either of these phones. It was ready to go first on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. It's still loading on the Pixel 6 Pro, and now it's ready to go. All right, so you saw there that the iPhone 13 Pro Max was much faster when loading that game. All right, so the next thing I want to do here is I want to take a look at multitasking. So we're going to go home. Here, let's just go home on both phones. And we're going to see which applications are still open in the background and ready for use. So the Pixel 6 Pro has 12 gigabytes of RAM, and there's only 6 gigabytes of RAM on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So I wonder which phone is able to keep more open in the background. So part of speed on a phone is whether or not you have to reload applications from scratch. So we'll try the Google Calendar on both. Neither one of those had to reload from scratch. We'll go with the camera on both. And it looks like they were both ready to go. We'll go with calculator. We'll go with Facebook. And both of these were ready to go and did not have to load. Twitter, both ready to go, did not have to load. Instagram, so far so good. TikTok, so far so good. All right. All right, Netflix. Neither one of them had to reload. YouTube and Subway Surfer, both sitting there ready to go. Mario Run, both ready to go. And Need for Speed. And it looks like they were both in paused state, but they were both basically sitting there ready to go. Neither one of these had to reload any of the applications from scratch, which is pretty awesome. So it looks like both phones are great for multitasking, and both of them can hold plenty of memory and storage. All right, so as you can see here, it looks like in this case, running just the applications that I ran, it seems like the iPhone 13 Pro Max is slightly faster than the Pixel 6 Pro. But you guys saw that even on a brand new Tensor chip, this is Google's first chip, they were able to pretty much stand toe-to-toe with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. What are your thoughts, guys? Was the iPhone way faster than the Pixel 6 Pro? Do you think the Pixel 6 Pro held its own, considering this is Google's first chip that's dedicated and not a product of Qualcomm? Let me know in the comments below what you think. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.